you can never practice too much. As long as the guy stays focused and everyone learns their assignments. I think practice is going good though.
You talk about getting better for you guys. Where's the next step to get better as a wide receiver?
As wide receiver, it's probably making them tough catches. We dropped a couple in the end zone. I know I dropped one in the end zone. And that's what separates you from a good to a great receiver. You got to make those catches. So, we're definitely working on that. And, we're going to get that handled.
Coach Langsdorff said that Tanner Lee's growth the last 2 weeks has really come along. He says he's grown a lot at the halfway point of the year. How have you seen Tanner grow, with you guys' chemistry and everything?
Tanner's definitely grown a lot, and I feel like his confidence had a lot to do with it. Even through the ups and downs at the beginning of the season, he stayed poised, and you can see him finally going out there and being able to do what we've have seen him do all practice, all fall camp. So, I feel like he's just going to keep progressing and progressing. We're going to have a good quarterback with us.
Those catches in the end zone you were talking about making, those, a lot of people would say those are really tough plays, but you really do hold yourself to that standard, you got to make the out of ordinary plays even?
Yeah, as a wide receiver group, we pride ourselves on making those tough grabs. I remember coming back to the film room on Monday after the game, and we were all disappointed because, those tough grabs could have really changed the game. So, we definitely practiced that, and we're definitely going to get that fixed.
How's Stanley playing?
Stanley's playing great, man. He's playing great.
Did he have a what about Tyjon? 6 games in. I guess what have you seen out of him? How's he kind of developed through those 6 games?
He's developed a lot. He's getting himself on the field more and more and more. And the only thing I can really say to him is, it's just patience. For everybody, their first year might go a little different. I remember the first couple of games, I was a little upset because I only had 2 catches a game. I just kept my head down, kept practicing, and now I'm getting more and more opportunities as the season goes along. So, if I just tell him anything, I just tell him just to be patient. It's all going to work out in the end.
When you redshirted last year, you went through a lot of that. Can you put in perspective how tough it is for him to come in as a true freshman and what he's learning and what it's like to play right away like that?
It's real tough, but I got to give a lot of credit to him because, our offense isn't easy to learn. And, especially for a young guy to come in and be able to learn the playbook as fast as he did, I got to give him a lot of credit. And, now we just got to keep working on our skills and, tell him, every time he gets an opportunity, just, make a play. And the more plays you make, the more you're going to get in. So, I do have to give a lot of credit to him for, all he's worked on, for all he's done. And, I got to tell him big things are coming along in the end.
You've been so good for this team on 3rd down. Do you have to have a certain level of awareness, even before those plays? Okay, here's where the stick. Are you kind of putting all that in your head, this is where the sticks are and all that stuff?
Yeah, when I break the huddle, probably one of the first things I look at is, where the ball is, so I know where my alignment is. And after that, I check the sticks just to make sure I got to know, my depth on the route, or, maybe my route might be a couple yards short of the sticks, so I got to know that if I catch the ball, I got to make that an extra effort to go and get those extra yards. The sticks is definitely something I pay attention to on 3rd down.
So when you catch it and you're a yard short, you're almost always aware you're a yard short.
Yeah, I remember one of the plays I caught the ball, I actually looked to the sideline to see where the sticks are. I tried to just push myself backwards. I ended up getting the first down. So, after I secure the catch and I make sure I know I have it, I definitely look towards the sticks to see if I have to get any extra yards.
How do you feel about Case Keenum? Pretty well.
Huh?
Case Keenum, you pretty happy with how he came off the bench?
Yeah. He came off pretty well. We just hope that the Vikings keep improving, and that they stay healthy. So, but I'm expecting big things from them too.
Thank you, Jay.
Now that we already had 6 games in, my comfort is at an all-time high, especially coming off of last game. Playing another ranked opponent, that's not easy. So, that game definitely helped a lot. But at the end of the day, we just got to just keep finishing games. We had them tied at half. We just got to capitalize on all of our big plays, and I feel like we would do fine.
You feel like a veteran now?
No.
You don't?
No, I know I'm still not a veteran. I know I still have a lot more to improve on. I'm just excited, to see where the rest of the season goes, and I'm excited to come back off in the offseason, work hard, and get ready for the next one.
You've been asked this a bunch of times, I'm sure, but last season, did you think that there was a chance you were going to get a play last season?
Yeah, probably a week and a half or 2 before the game started. I felt like there was a chance. I was getting reps with the ones and all that, and I just remember going and talking to Coach Riley, and then I remember him telling me that I was going to redshirt. You know, I just kind of chose that as, you know, you can either take that and then quit and be sad about it, or you can take that and use it as an opportunity to go against the first defense for a whole season, improve and get better. You know, I took that as an opportunity, and I feel like it did a lot for me.
So in retrospect, you look at it, it was a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely a good thing. I feel like if I would have played last year, honestly, I feel like I wouldn't have been ready. You know, I would have progressed during the season, but I'd be nowhere where I am today if I didn't redshirt. So I'm kind of glad I did.
It's interesting how young guys think that they know things that they don't know until you look back at it.
Yeah,
Were you kind of like that?
Yeah, I was actually talking to Coach Dub earlier in practice, just talking about how I went back and watched even my spring film about how poor I was and how bad I was at wide receiver, and stuff like that. It just makes me proud to realize how far I've came, and that there's still another 3-4 years ahead of me. So I'm excited for all that.
You've answered this before too, but what's your nickname?
Taz.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Tasmanian Devil.